The Young and the Restless weekly spoilers. Sep 16 to 20. Sharon attacks Daniel and plots cover up. Kyle and Claire's England trip heats up. First time couples sleep together. Victor fires Victoria for going mischief. Son helps Billy and pays the price. Greetings to all Young and the Restless fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. The Young and the Restless spoilers for September 16, 20th. See Sharon Newman's internal health extremity fleetly fall piecemeal, and she takes end at Daniel Romalotti this week. Young and the Restless spoilers, September 16 to 20. Sharon Newman harms Daniel Romalotti. We start the week on Young and the Restless on Monday, with Victoria Newman waking up at the GCAC with Cole Howard. Their son, Claire Newman, spots them making out. She suggests Kyle Abbott join them on a trip. Plus, Daniel Romalotti's down as he tells Heather Stevens that Lucy Romalotti locked herself in her room. They argue and he walks out, only to latterly encounter Sharon and puts himself in peril intentionally. Young and the Restless spoilers. See Nick Newman, Faith Newman, and Mariah Copeland more concerned about Sharon. They find Sharon missed a Croker's appointment and isn't answering calls. Nick thinks it's time for family remedy. Meanwhile, Sharon addresses to her imaginary friend, Cameron Kirsten, who encourages her to take action before people stop her and suggests Sharon target Daniel. Youthful and Restless spoilers confirm Sharon heads to Color Lights, where Esther Valentine overhears her yelling at Cameron. Spotting the man she blames for Cassie's death, Sharon Newman asks Daniel Romalotti to join her on the yard to clear up some effects. Young and Restless spoilers. Next week, Phyllis Summers lands new gig on Tuesday's Young and the Restless. Spoilers confirm Phyllis Summers scores a job as Suzurus of Abbott Chancellor. That's thanks to Billy Abbott. Also on Young and Restless, he stands firm on his decision to end effects with Chelsea Lawson. Spoilers say Sharon clears effects up with Daniel, but she may have minatory plans for him. Of course, Cameron suggested Sharon do commodity repulsive to Daniel, and that seems likely on Young and Restless the week ahead. Wednesday brings a heart-to-heart between Claire and Cole on Young and Restless. Victoria finds herself torn between fidelity to her parents and guarding Billy, the father of two of her children. Plus, Victor Newman keeps a secret from Nikki Newman. Thursday. Young and Restless spoilers say Sharon scrambles to cover up what she's done to Daniel. But is he locked away nearly? And Lily Winters bristles at unasked advice from Devin Hamilton and Nate Hastings. So, the week wraps up on Friday with Maria defying Sharon about her falsehoods. Nick seeks advice on helping Sharon, hopefully from an internal health professional. Victor switches out at Victoria over Billy, and Chelsea and Adam worry about the impact of their miscalculations on Connor Newman, who seems to want his parents back together. The focus of the Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of September 16th is about what Sharon does to Daniel. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Kyle Abbott and Claire Newman have reached a turning point now that they've participated their first kiss. Claire and Kyle are starting to come further than musketeers, so it's time to start allowing about their coming step. At some point, Kyle and Claire are going to hit the wastes for the first time if they stay on this path. That'll be a huge deal for Claire since she's inexperienced in this department and has putatively no way gone to bed with anyone ahead. Still, Claire trusts Kyle and knows he makes her feel like no bone differently. The bond between them is special, so Claire and Kyle may surrender to their collective solicitations in the bedroom when the time is right. That brings us to where Kyle and Claire might have their first time together. In the September 16 occasion, Claire plans a trip to England with her parents and gets Kyle to agree to be their stint companion. Of course, it'd be a little awkward for Claire and Kyle to sizzle while they're down with Cole Howard and Victoria Newman. Also again, Cole and Victoria might not indeed notice if Claire slipped out of her own room to visit Kyle's. That said, the more likely option might be if commodity comes up that forces Victoria and Cole to cancel at the last nanosecond. Kyle might contend they could still go to England together on their own. In that case, Young and Restless's family trip would suddenly turn into a romantic flight and an easy occasion for Claire to get passionate with Kyle. The show might offer up a new hostel set that's supposed to be in England and work it into the story. Naturally, it's also possible that this England trip will turn out like the Paris trip that didn't diss out. Still, Kyle and Claire can always toast effects up in a suite at the GCAC. If all additional fails, our prognostications point to Claire and Kyle facing some challenges along the way, but they'll stay on this romantic road for a while and see what happens. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Kyle and Claire will take some big way forward ultimately, so stay tuned for updates on any hot news to come. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Victoria Newman will have to deal with an ethical dilemma during the week of September 16 to 20. The Newmans aren't always known for having strong morals, but Victoria will indeed scuffle with the extremity of heart. Although Victoria has some sense of family fidelity when it comes to Victor, she's also pious to Billy Abbott on some position. Billy is Victoria's partner and the father of her kitties, so it's easy to see why she'd be cautious of hurting him. Victoria may not be inflicting any pain tete-a-tete, but can she really stand by and watch as Victor blows up Billy's life? It sounded like Victoria was going to do just that for a while, but she'll start to reevaluate effects soon enough. Youthful and Restless spoilers say Victoria's desire to help Billy will rankle Victor and could lead to an claim. Maybe Victor will remind Victoria of the significance of being a platoon player, especially when the stakes are so high. Victor is determined to save Catherine Chancellor's heritage and take over Chancellor for Nikki Newman to run. Still, effects are getting messy since Victor has promised Lily Winters the top spot despite having no intention of actually giving it to her. Still, that could bring a reversal for Victor if Victoria reveals that to Lily and ruins this alliance. Victoria could also score further updates on Victor's plans and gossip to Billy at some point. We might see Victoria deliver some warnings along the way and outrage Victor by sabotaging his plans. Whatever the case, Victoria will come more defensive of Billy, so Victor will have a huge problem with that. Victor will lose his temper and try to lay down the law, but what happens if Victoria continues to go against his wishes? Victoria could get fired for going guileful sooner or laterally, so that's an option to keep in mind. Victor doesn't authorize when his children fail his fidelity tests, so there could be a steep price to pay for Victoria. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Victoria's sweats to cover Billy will lead to some tricky situations, so stick with us for prognostications on the bad news that's brewing. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.